Yo, you already know what it is, man. Mr. 516. I'm with Sarah Harrison. Me in the trap.
Lady in the trap, yeah, the ladies get in the trap with their fellas and they hold them down. And she one of them, you know what I mean? She one of the girls gonna hold you down. You smell me? You feel that, don't you?
This is what's happening today in the trap. Sarah Harrison, SwooshGod.
How you doing?
It's good, man.
SwooshGod in the building.
Yeah, we've got a new trap. We've got a new trap house. You're the first person to grace the new trap house.
I've seen it. It's a blessing. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad I could.
You like the vibe, don't you, here?
I love it.
We were just talking off camera. You think London is lang. This is the first time I've heard this word. You're teaching me.
London is lang, fam.
Lang, fam.
And all the girls are peng.
And peng, yeah. Peng is there, up there in the top 5 slang words of London. Yeah. What else do you have in the repertoire? All the standards, peak, and
still, still, come on,
yeah,
fucking hell.
And you said obviously it's like a lot of West Indian influence, and you're from New York, specifically Long Island.
Yeah.
What's the culture demographic like there?
It's real suburban. It's like, I would say it's probably the closest thing in New York you could experience down south. Like, you know, like it's a lot of houses and land and stuff like that, and it's not as busy as the city, you know. So yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, both my parents are West Indian, Jamaican, so.
Is there a big community, like a West Indian community in Long Island? It's Queens mostly, isn't it?
Yeah, right. And it's not, where I'm from in Valley Stream, is like, we're very close to Queens, like.
Specifically 512, right, is your area
516.
Was it 516?
Yeah.
Where am I getting these numbers from?
Sorry.
Yeah, 516. But then when you come here, I hear it in your songs, you're very much attached to West London, right? Ladbroke Grove specifically.
Yeah.
Why is that?
AJ Tracey.
Okay.
You know?
So you guys took to each other pretty early on in your careers, right?
Yeah. I say we grew quick early in the relationship. I wouldn't say we were early in our careers because we both been like working for a long time.
Right.
So yeah, but like when we met, it was like the vibe was there. Like, cause we met through like FIFA. That's like something we both really love and stuff like that. It wasn't really much words until like we went out after the game, after we was playing games for like a couple hours and stuff like that. But the relationship really started off of FIFA. So. You know, it's my guy still.
The thing is, you like Ladbroke Grove so much. Do you know the area code there? Do you know we call it a postcode.
I know the postcode is W10.
Hey, okay. I thought I was gonna catch you out.
Yeah, come on, I'll be in Ladbroke.
So you've actually got your recent freestyle, right? Is after your area code.
Oh yeah, 516 freestyle.
Yeah, I think you should do something with AJ Tracey and call it
I'm with
W10.
That. Hell yeah.
That'd be dope, right?
Me and AJ got a lot of music in the stash, so we gonna eventually put it together and give you guys a project. You know what I'm saying? I
think that'd be lit.
No, it's definitely gonna do. We gonna use that idea, put a little W10 freestyle on there.
That'd be nice.
Yeah,
and you've actually performed with him a couple of times, like you've hopped on his
yeah, several of times actually. AJ showed me a lot of love, like more than any, I would say, US artist.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what's like really like a letdown to me, to US, like somebody all the way from another, you know what I'm saying, overseas, like show more love than anybody. So it's just like, that's why I really rock with him for real.
Yeah. Like AJ is quite known for that, but it happens when sometimes you have to kind of go away from your hometown and then you'll come back like as a hometown hero kind of thing.
Most definitely.
Yeah, it's happened with quite a few artists, especially in the R&B world here. People like Estelle back in the day, when she had a big record with Kanye, you know, she then became recognized. And recently LMA, you know, she's British, but she had to go and do it out there to get the respect. So the SwooshGod is getting love. I think you have that London edge to you anyway, though.
Yeah.
Probably there's quite a few similarities, New York and London.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, when you touched down, I noticed on your story you were bumping Nipsey Hussle.
Of course.
Right? And you said like, okay, of course. I'm glad you answered like that. Well, what is that attachment that you have with Nipsey's music?
Like, when I was in high school, my senior year, and I always loved basketball and stuff like that, but I didn't make it my first 3 years of high school. And then I kind of made it because I always stuck around like the basketball team because my best friends were on there, so I didn't really have much to do after school. I would still hang out with them. So like the coach just like let me make it 12th grade. But I was good though. I could really play. The coach just didn't know basketball. So it was this one point during the season where I was like, he saw like he couldn't. It was undeniable at a point. Like, you know, I was doing so good at practice and like stuff like that. So he wanted to give me more playing time. But school had it was like a school was let out. It was like holiday kinda, and my brother was rapping. And I was his hype man at the time. He had a show in North Carolina to open up for Nipsey Hussle, you know. And I like, the coach was like, if you miss this, like, you know, it's gonna be a lot of playing time that you have on the table, like, you know what I'm saying. But it's not gonna be guaranteed if you come back, because you're gonna miss games and miss practices. But I left to go to North Carolina to go open up for Nipsey with my brother, and it was like, I feel like that moment was like one of the key focal points of my career. Like, it was just like, it meant a lot. It just did a lot. Like that whole trip.
Absolutely. What year was this?
I would say 2014. It could be.
Okay.
I could be wrong though. But
damn. So
just to be
really
safe,
early in your career.
Yeah. Before I was even SwooshGod. Yeah, I was.
Okay. What was you called then?
Hots.
Hots.
Yeah, like HOTZ.
Okay. And you decided to change that. Why?
Yeah, cause it was like. It was a stem from my older brother. Like, they used to call him that, like, back in the day. And then at first I used to, like, call myself Young Hots, like, YUNG, like, after him. But with a lot of stuff in life, you're just not going to get somewhere going in other people's footsteps. Yeah. You really have to create your own journey. So,
yeah. Well, we're going to get onto that, actually. SwooshGod, why that name?
I used to work for Nike. And one of my friends, a coworker at the time, I used to be so good at like bringing the shoes from the back to the to my employees outside. Like, I just was just a quick person and stuff like that. Like, whatever. And it was easy to me like to get the shoes out the bin because I love shoes. So I was like, any shoe I saw and I liked it, which was like all of them, I knew where they were. So, and then the Drake had dropped the If You're Reading This, It's Too Late.
Yeah.
And like the SwooshGod song. And then my friend just like SwooshGod like me. So it was just like,
it's lit.
And I just changed my Instagram name to that for a little bit. And I was just like, I liked it a lot. And I just went with it.
But now that you're SwooshGod the artist, I feel like you're now on the other side of the coin. And you've done a lot of affiliated kind of events with that have got to do with Nike, the brand. Like, how does it feel now that you're on the other side?
I mean, it feels amazing, for real. It's just a blessing.
You always saw it though, right?
Always. Like, even at work, I seen it, you know? Because I know it's something that never been done before, and it's not every day like the employee at a company is thinking about one day being like the biggest thing for that company. They really just want to do the job that they're told to do and get their paycheck and, you know, live day to day. But when I was working, I was just like thinking stuff like, I want to be bigger to Nike than like LeBron is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, LeBron has like a very good story. He's like 18-year-old playing basketball, but like, I'm like a Nike employee about to be like Nike superstar. So I feel like that's a very good story. That's
the rags to riches story. And, you know, Jay-Z infamously says you have to start as like the janitor in the building before you buy the building. You know, that's the beauty of the story, is the journey of like from 0 to 100. And I think that's amazing. But from the activity that you've had in fashion, you know, you've had a lot of press around certain events like Fashion Week appearances. What's been your favorite so far? What's been something that stood out?
I would say both the league shows that I've attended, honestly. I think I've been to one in London and in Paris. If I would, for Fashion Week, I would have to say that. I'm trying to think, like, can't remember a lot of the Fashion Weeks. I haven't been to a lot of the Fashion Weeks, but, like, the few that I've been to, I can't remember. But, Yeah, the 2 Elite ones I've been to was like very memorable, life-changing, great experiences.
Yeah.
Shout out to Matthew Williams for inviting me to those. Everybody over at Elite.
Nice. I mean, we can expect some sort of like a collaboration, I feel like, with you and Nike. You know, I feel like that could be... Yeah. It's there. It's written. It's written in the stars.
Kodak voice. I hope so.
Yeah. What would that item be if you had to make that piece between you and Nike?
Man, I wouldn't know where to start. Like, that would, like, you know, even if I got the opportunities for that job, or when I do, it's gonna, like, just take a moment of really sitting and consulting with myself, because, like, I really wouldn't know where to start.
Yeah.
At the moment, like, right off the bat. But I'll find it. It's a lot of stuff I want to make.
Yeah.
Like, socks, T-shirts, a lot of, like, when I was younger, they used to make, like, the finger thing with the swoosh on there for like the NBA players.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'll start making those again. Just real like creative things, like for like I'll do the stick on tattoos for the kids, like swooshes, and like for little girls I'll do like nail polish stick ons. Like I want to do like.
You've thought out of the box. I was gonna say like an Air Force One.
That's gonna come. You know, they want everybody gonna do that. Everybody gonna have that. But I wanna be. I just know how Nike feels when it comes to customers and like wanting to be successful all over the board. Like they want to be number one in everything. So if you already got a Travis Scott selling Air Force Ones, you know, so you're gonna need somebody to be a face of the socks and the water bottles and like, you know, so like the little accessories.
I know what you mean.
You know what I'm saying?
Quite supreme-y.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. You know what? This conversation is actually reminding me of one I had with Kelvin Colt. Are you familiar with him? He's a German rapper. Kelvin Colt.
Never.
He's pretty dope. And he wanted to be in the marketing world. So he was working in retail. And he wanted to get into the marketing department because that's his forte. And he felt like a corporation like that never gave him the time of day to even kind of get up the ladder. So he was like, fuck you guys. Like, I'm leaving. I'm gonna make it my own way kind of thing. Did you ever feel like working for a big corporation where they look down upon you in any sort of way? I mean... Look down upon your dreams, maybe, not you personally.
Of course, like, that's the fuel to the fire. You know, you could take anything with any type of perspective that you want that somebody tells you. You feel me? So I usually, most of the time, make the best out of everything, positively, everything. So just knowing that, your happiness or like your dreams could like bring jealousy to someone else and like unhappiness to them because they could be older, miss their shot, so like, and they having bad times, or like, you know, they not where they want to be at, and they see you doing whatever it takes, or like, you still have shots to get there. That's, of course, that's gonna, you know, it's like, even on the highway, London is crazy. Like, you know how y'all got them streets. Like, not everybody want to let everybody over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's
the junctions,
and that's like the way of life. Not everybody want to. Not everyone want to see the next person get over them.
For real.
So like. And it was like that at Nike. That's why I had to have bigger dreams and like bigger aspirations, because me being a sales associate, they don't even want to even see you move from sales associate to what is it?
Like coach or manager.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, thank you. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, of course.
Like, it was a problem for me, like, because I love to be in the back of house. You know, that's what they call where the stock room is.
Yeah, the back, of course.
So I love being back of house, cause
of course. You can reserve the pairs when they come out.
I mean, no, not even that.
No, I'm joking.
Even though I almost lost my job.
Yeah, we're not going to incriminate you, don't worry.
I almost lost my job the first week I got hired, did something stupid, but like, I don't see anybody, like, I mean, there's a few good people out there still that are giving people shots and, like, you know, giving people bridges to cross over certain places. Like, still people out there doing that. But on an everyday basis, you know how it is.
You mentioned being doing the best of every situation you're in, and I feel like you're very smart with things, and I feel like the obvious thing is you being smart with the internet. You were very internet savvy, and that really...
You think so?
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Of course. I mean, you built your following through platforms like SoundCloud, and people call it quote-unquote SoundCloud rap now, but I feel like you still managed to pave your own way using that. Well, you open up one of your tracks saying, "I'm this generation's chosen one," right? Which this young generation is the internet generation. We would say that, right?
Most definitely.
Do you feel like, what would you have done without the internet, do you feel? Hypothetically, what could have been your route into music?
Like, the same way I treat it now, touching the people. You can't rely on the internet, you feel me? Because people is baiting the internet up. Like, they doing wacky stuff. They getting hacker friends to tap into this to make sure their numbers look like that, or they doing certain things to play with algorithms to make it look like they popping. You gotta really touch the people, let them know you evolve, let them know you carrying this energy, let them know, you know?
Yeah.
So that's how I would care. I still do it, but I would have been harder on it, like how they used to do it back in the day, go in front of a music store, play your music out loud with CDs and t-shirts. And
so you have done that?
I
dabbled into that?
I don't do it like that, but like when I go to, I like to go to the city at least like a day before the show, like tap in, you know.
That's good.
Be everywhere, what's up, where I get nice clothes at, where I could, you know, who's in touch with this person, like, you know, who want to come out to the show, stuff like that. So
yeah.
But I'll go harder if it wasn't no internet. You know what I'm saying? I have to go to a school, like let everybody know, like you know, just promote hard, like put up them stickers all over the streets. So
right. You know exactly. Yeah.
They take that. I still want to do that, but
when it's the right campaign, when it's the right, you know.
To be honest, like
project.
Times change. Like, there's not even a lot of people out there that you could, because you got the internet. If you told like somebody, a kid 18, maybe 14 to like, or even to our age, 20 something, like, yo,
exactly,
go put
our generation.
Go put these posters all over the street for me. I'm like, what?
Right.
They're not gonna want to go outside and do that.
No.
I'm like, bro, I can put it on Instagram. Everybody gonna see it. You feel what I'm saying? So like, it's not even like, oh, let's do it. It's like, who you gonna find to really do it? That nigga's not gonna go outside and go put up posters.
They haven't grown up with that ethos, right? That work ethic. Yeah, you're right. You're right. So the first kind of track that really kind of put you on the map is Get Out My Face, right? With Famous Dex and Rich the Kid. Like, in terms of the internet, like moving on the internet, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you, if you had to put a league together, right, of people, of artists that are really kind of like internet savvy, like you, have used platforms in the right way, who would it be? Who would you have in that league?
I mean,
maybe people you have collaborated with or people you haven't yet. Who do you really kind of aspire to be surrounded by? Like,
you see, like, I was surprised when you told me I was like internet savvy, because like I don't really think I am, because I just don't know. Like, I mean, I know the word you're saying, the internet is savvy, but I'm just like, I don't, you know. So I wouldn't really be able to put together a league of people. Like, I don't really even like. But
so for instance, if I had to give an example, I'd put someone like you, maybe like a Chance the Rapper, you know, someone that's doing it independently is what I mean, and that is quite obviously doing it their own way. Like, who do you feel is really good at doing it their own way? Because you're doing it your own way. You would agree with me on that, right?
Okay, yeah, I'm trying to, doing it, man, I don't know.
I mean, AJ is a good
definitely
example.
Yeah, I was going to say AJ, but I feel like that was cliche. Like, you know, everybody, he's killing the independent internet-wise, so everybody knows that. Damn, but like doing it their own way, like on the internet. There's some people I'm trying to think of, but it's not really clicking to me right now.
I mean, I don't know who your allies are or who not your allies are, but someone like Smoke Perp and Lil Pump did it pretty well with how like Smoke used to produce for Pump, and then he was like, my beats were whack.
I ain't really get into that.
Yeah.
I ain't know much detail about that. You really put me onto that. I'll be like, Young Dolph did it his own way.
Ooh.
I don't know.
That's a good example.
That's, you know. Who else? I mean, damn, there's some other people out there. Kodak. Free him too. Who else?
I mean, that's enough.
I just like, cause the way I think Instagram is, like, before everybody got on this, let's make Instagram more than what it is, let's use it for this, let's use it for that, and when it was just pictures and, you know what I'm saying, like, people would post all the time, you know, that's how I like when people use their page. Like,
I actually noticed you only follow 8 people.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I mean, I'm someone when I care, I might care a lot, I might care too much.
Right.
And usually in life, it don't be the same way with people. So, you know, I just wanted to be more I feel like it was that time to be more focused on me and people that's, like, really either, when it comes to Instagram, in a sense, like, I want to follow, or, like, just even, like, paying attention, or, like, you know what I'm saying, to me, and, like, liking pictures, like, that really. Because a lot of people be following me just to pay attention, just to keep up. Like, they not really support me. They want to be on my page. They just want to see my recent moves. So, and a lot of people be putting up bullshit on Instagram too, and I ain't really want to be.
You don't want to digest it, right?
Yeah.
But then don't you feel like you're going to come across it anyway? You know,
I do. Yeah, but, like.
The 8 people is quite specific. I mean, you have Drake, Kevin Durant, understandable. There's a few people I don't know here.
I think I follow my dad. I follow
yeah, you do.
One of my lady friends, Raven.
Mm-hmm.
Another lady friend of mine, Brenda.
So these are friends you're with in real life?
Mm-hmm. And my manager, Coelho.
Yep.
And
Zendaya.
Yeah,
Zendaya?
Yeah, that's my crush. So
okay.
I gotta keep.
I was wondering which one is your crush.
Zendaya.
And then just industry stuff. Okay, yeah. I want to really whittle down my Instagram as well to, like, 0
Trust
followers.
me, it's gonna do it. It's gonna be good. You're gonna feel good.
You think so?
It's gonna feel amazing.
But I feel like
you
I
know who
lose all
inspired
my
me to
allies.
do that? Who's your allies? You're
like
the biggest ally. You know that. But everybody gonna say, you know what? Damn, Sarah did this. We're gonna go fall on Sarah, right? You're your biggest ally. You know what inspired me to go to 0 followers?
Go on.
AJ Tracey.
Okay. Damn. So he follows no one too? Well,
yeah, first I was on that. For a little bit I wasn't following nobody.
Yeah.
But it was until recently when I went to Toronto, did a show, and Drake followed me. I followed him back.
Okay.
Katie's like a close friend of mine.
Nice.
So he shows support too, so I had to follow him. And
it's crazy that even these conversations are happening in this day and age, like, about following people, like.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what we're talking about, but I'm just.
But it's just interesting because.
I'm egotistic.
No, of course. But it's interesting because, you know, first of all, some people just follow 0, but you specifically chose some people, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And you don't care who you kind of, not piss off, but, like, that's you. It's your life.
If you could call me, don't waste the time to talk to me on my Instagram.
For real.
Because we're already in communication. Like, what are we talking about here?
I know.
You know, and, like, that's it.
Yeah, I'm not subscribed to, like, things like wishing people happy birthday publicly, like posting it on your story just to show what, like, I've got your number.
You're not entitled
I'm gonna call you.
Yeah, you're not
birthday.
entitled to do that. You're not obligated to do that. Text and calls is good. Yeah. Showing, even saying it in person with a hug is even better.
For real. Exactly. I agree. Well, I've actually heard some new tracks from you, had them sent over to me. So what's the plan then moving forward? Because you dropped your last tape kind of 2018. It's almost a year actually, December 2018.
Yeah.
Cloud Swoosh.
Yeah.
I love that project.
Really?
Yeah, especially the
so
intro.
much.
Like, you start it slow and then the tempo picks up. I think that's lit.
I appreciate that so much. That was just
it's not
like
for DJs, but I'm just saying. fuck up the tempo.
It's actually a hard song to perform too. It's like I rarely catch it on beat.
Right.
But, yeah, that was just what's that word I'm looking for? It's the C word. I think it's a compilation or correlation, something like that.
Yep, compilation.
Compilation of songs that I released on my SoundCloud as singles that a lot of fans wanted to be on streaming platforms outside of SoundCloud. So, yeah, and at the time I was just in a label deal that wasn't doing much for me. Well, absolutely nothing at all. So I just like had to find ways to, keep staying in front of the people's eyes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or new people, and trying to get new people's eyes on me.
By being involved in the algorithms, right? You have to stay in those streaming sites.
Fortunately.
Because
that's they making that the way to eat.
Yeah. But coming up, you're thinking of doing a joint tape with AJ, right?
Most definitely.
Yeah. And then what about, I'm sure you've got a lot of songs, not just the ones I heard. So when can we expect like the full debut?
I'm hoping for my birthday, which is December 26th.
Okay, nice.
But it's
this
really,
year?
Yeah. It's really looking like a January, February thing right now, yeah. Just because of like, I guess mixes and mastering and promotion and stuff. I'm really about to. It's not gonna be like Cloud Swoosh. I just put it out through DistroKid and just gave it to the people and just wanted to have something. I'm about to really put something together.
Yeah, I think it's better to wait till the beginning of the year anyway, because everyone tries to cram stuff in before the end of the year. I think it's got something to do with.
I might do an
Grammys
EP before the end of the year if the project don't come. I will just get another EP. So SwooshGod Sundays.
Yeah. You collaborate very closely with the same producer, right?
Yeah.
Where did that relationship come about?
Well, you're talking about 20, right?
20, yeah.
Yeah. 20 is just like, he really like one of the best people in my life for real. Like, it's just how ironically it works out. He'll text me, call me. It's like, yo, you good? Just checking.
Nice.
Like always, like he's just there for me. Like one of those people, really like a brother to me. And we met through another brother of mine, Ken Rebel. I used to be like driving from like all the way to Long Island where I live to Jersey, where 20 lives. Ooh. And we just hang out at his spot, and like he had like the coolest room in the world. Like he had all the music stuff right there, like laptop screen, 3 monitors. Like it was like a music person's safe haven. Like if you love music, like you just didn't want to be around people, you could just lock in and just record there. And like I used to express to the point like I wanted to record with him, but like he was already recording with other artists, and like he had stuff going for him, so it took a little while. Get to know each other and stuff like that to really click. Like, yo, let's do something. And then it was working. Like he always had faith in me. Like since we started working, like he probably had the most faith in me for real. Like he felt like every song I do is fire. Like Tony, my guy. And he does like takes pictures, videos. He do it all. He just
have everything close by in the team. That's lit. But listen, I can't leave without asking you. You're from the home of hip hop, New York. Who would you feel like you grew up listening to that's within your radius? And who do you feel like is coming up that we should look out for in New York?
Okay, I grew up listening to, from New York specifically, the artists that's in G-Unit as a collective, like 50 Cent, Lloyd Banks, Tony Ayo, and those guys. And then you had the Dipset with Joel Santana, Cameron, Jim Jones, and like J.L. Ryder, Freaky Ziki, all those people. What else do I listen to? My brother would play, and my dad, like Nas, of course, Jay-Z. I actually went to like one of Jay-Z retirement concerts when he said like his last concert, stuff like that. I attended that. Who else? Fat Joe, Busta Rhymes, Papoose.
It's crazy. All of these people that you mentioned would just monopolize hip hop, right?
Like OD. Man, I could go on and
Yeah.
on and on, like the people that we were listening to. But yeah, and to look out for coming out of New York, I would say you definitely gotta look out for SwooshGod.
Hell yeah. Nice. I think you're really like flying a good flag for New York. I think it's I didn't even know you were from New York, but then
I'm doing it for me.
for you,
You know.
absolutely.
So yeah.
Thanks for sitting in the trap with me. That was dope.
Yeah, I'm blessed to be in the trap, so I appreciate you for having me. Thank you.
No worries.